We haven't started the show yet. We're gonna have a good show for you guys as always. Uh, Eric RPG is with me. We're waiting for Breakman, and then we're gonna have a good, rollicking, good time. How was your week, Eric?
It was something.
It was something, huh? Uh, well, something is better than nothing, right? Maybe. Let's see if we can get Break on for a little pre-show banter. All right. Yeah, we can. Hold on. Uh, let's add. Let's add. Let's add. I sound like a damn. Let's add Breakman here. Damn robot. Hopefully we won't have any problems. I just updated to the latest edition of SKYPE. Let's not jinx it. Oh, damn it. Unavailable. Shit. Hold on. It says unavailable. Try again to add our good friend and colleague. Come on. Come on. Let's add a participant. Let's try calling Breakman again. Breakman. Break her and bring her to me. Let's see if he answers this time. I think we got more of a shot this time. Hope everybody had a great week. Been pretty good here. Sold my car, getting ready to get another one. So I've been grounded mostly. But oddly haven't had a lot of time to play video games. So it's been one of those rough weeks where I don't get a chance to play games. Come on, Breakman, answer the phone. Can you make sure that we're live, Eric? Yeah, unavailable. We'll try one more time.
It says live.
Yeah, I'll try again. All right, it says live.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll try again. Let's see if we can't get Breakman on the phone. Let's add participants and try calling him. I'm trying, Breakman. I'm really trying. Really hard. Calling. Pick up, Breakman. You know you can do it. We know you can do it. You can do it, little buddy. You can do it, little buddy. What are you eating over there, Bernie? What is that? Looks disgusting.
Just test it.
No, I don't want to test it. It looks like sour cream or some
No,
shit.
it's cheese.
I don't want it. What kind of cheese is it? That white, weird Mexican cheese?
Mozzarella
Just mozzarella?
and pepperoni.
Get out of here. I don't want any. We're having pizza later. Why are you eating now?
Just a snack.
Oh, Jesus. It's a snack.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here.
It's a snack.
Unavailable. Unavailable, Breakman, if you're listening. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm just gonna don't tell Breakman, but I think I'm just gonna save enough money for like a little Chromebook and send it to him, Eric. But I need to save a little bit of money. What do you think, Bernie? Save a little bit of money and then give Break a little Chromebook, a little $200 Chromebook or something.
He needs it.
Yeah, he really needs it just for Skype for the show.
Yes.
Yeah, sound like a good idea.
Good idea.
Yeah. Reboot? I don't know. I don't know what to help. What'll help his problem? I really don't know. What do you think the problem is, Eric? It's definitely his laptop. His laptop's the only thing that has issues. None of us have issues. I have a Mac. You have a PC. Oh, hold on. Hello. Do we have you, Breakman?
I think so. I wasn't, for whatever reason, it wouldn't allow you to call me, so I figured I'd try and call you.
Yeah, no, it worked. It's much better. Although I'm getting a slight echo, but I think we're okay. I think it helped itself. I just upgraded to the new update, I guess, so I don't know how that... are you on your laptop or on your phone?
I'm on my laptop.
Okay, good. All right.
Just testing out the audio.
How was your week?
Speakers, noise cancellation. Where is... I want audio, not video.
It's kind of weird looking at Twitter now with hardly any blue checks.
Yeah.
I sent out a tweet. I said Elon Musk is the anti-Oprah blue checks.
Yeah. And all the people using them are usually assholes. I mean,
I know. I don't
crazy.
have any problems with him taking all the checks away, to be honest with you, because it was just a fucking popularity contest, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't give a shit. And now you have to pay $8 a month? Fuck that. I never had a blue check to begin with, so never affected me.
Oh, shit, is this as loud as it goes?
Why is you having problems? Let me see.
No, it's fine. It's for me it's just low. I don't know. I mean,
mine's all the way up as far as like output goes. Let's see.
It's me. It's on my end. I don't know why.
100% on Skype. Maybe my Skype settings are weird. Hold on, I'll check. It never hurts to do a check. Let's lower this. Guys, Evil Dead Rise. Holy shit! I won't spoil anything.
I found I found a setting to change.
Oh, you did.
I'm gonna
Right on.
watch the 2 and the reboot movie over the weekend and see that sometime in the week.
Yeah, dude, you got to, man. Is it better, Break?
Yeah, this is better.
All right, cool.
We got a few minutes. I'm gonna go pee. Perfect.
Yeah, go pee.
Also, I should probably watch the first episode for Beavis and Butthead.
The new season? The new season?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
It's out.
It's out today. Oh no, yesterday it was out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 420. We'll watch that. We'll watch that when we get back. We always get a pizza after the show.
I ate pizza yesterday and I still had some left over.
Oh, that's good.
We do it every Friday.
Yeah, every Friday we indulge in a pizza. I think today's my day to do the show, right, Eric? If my calculations are correct. It's either mine or Eric's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Water.
I might need water in a bit. Not right now. I didn't even get a chance. Oh, here it is.
You can ask Break though, just make sure.
Fighting with listeners. Oh man, I love this. No, it is definitely mine, Eric. I'm looking.
Oh yeah, because he posted the last one.
Yeah. We were in a fight mood last week.
you looking at chat? Because I didn't get any chat.
Yeah,
I probably need to refresh.
yeah. I
I
don't
don't
think.
know why the chat doesn't refresh, even when it's suddenly live.
Yeah, I don't know either. Alicidra, Drapsnat, and Kata are in there, or Kata. The lurkers, I call them, the collective lurkers. But we like lurkers. It's no problem here. We're gonna have a great show. We got a few news stories, not too many, which is nice. Is this old? The PS Plus games catalog for April, Eric?
Yeah, I need
okay.
to erase that.
Yeah. What else do we got? I have reviews. Break has a review. Eric has a review. Everybody has a review. So I'm the Oprah of RPGrinders. Stinkos are going to be definitely interesting.
Should I watch Snake on a Plane? Snakes on a Plane?
Snakes on a Plane is great, Eric. Yeah.
It's on HBO Max and it's leaving.
Yeah. For sure.
Sometime next month.
Watch it. It's good. It's fun. I'm tired of all these motherfucking snakes on a plane. That's
It's like an hour and a half long. It's not so long.
No, it's not. It's good. Have you ever seen Snakes on a Plane, Bernie?
With you.
Oh yeah, you did. It's fun, huh?
Yeah.
I don't remember every goddamn movie we see.
Tenet's also gonna leave soon, so we're gonna watch that too.
I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Yeah.
A bunch of movies are leaving, but most of them are really old.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry too much. They bring them back.
I wish they brought back the classic Dune so I could watch the two Dunes together.
Classic Dune.
Compare them.
I wouldn't worry about classic Dune. They try to fit too much in classic Dune. The new Dune is pretty good. It's slow paced, but I like it. It's shot beautifully. Our Stinkos are going to be great this week. And then we got round 2 of our mini tourney, which is going to be awesome. Are we wrapping that thing up this week, or is that going to be a... Yeah, I think we are wrapping that.
There's also the Lethal Weapons on HBO Max that are leaving.
That one I meant to watch those, but I'm too old for this shit.
Too old for this franchise.
Yeah, I'm too old for this.
That's been
franchise.
dead for too long.
I wish they would have did one more, like in their old age, like their old detectives or something. That would have been really cool.
I don't know if I can watch Mel Gibson with his mullety hair again.
Oh, his mullet was prime 80s, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're just waiting for Break to get back. Break, you back? No, he's not. He must have pissed himself. I think he's back now.
Have you ever watched See No Evil?
See No Evil with Kane? Yeah, it's not great.
No.
I mean, it's average.
Stephen King's See No Evil.
Oh, Stephen King's See No Evil. I don't think I have. But...
Or Speak No Evil, sorry.
Oh, Speak No Evil. No, I don't think I've seen that. No. I saw the Kane one, with that wrestler Kane. It wasn't very good. Sconoma says Cornholio. What's up, Sconoma? Nice to have you in there. I did see your comment on the other channel, Sconoma. I'll address that tomorrow on the MLH comment show. You might be interested in my comments there because I have a retort to your retort, Sconoma. But it's all good. It's good discussion. We never have any issues. What else do we got here? I mean, this is going to be a great show. Breakman, are you back? Breakman's late as usual. See, he has time. It's funny. We get Breakman on here what's up, Freak 5? Nice to have you in here. We get Breakman. Breakman, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to figure out, it says... It's not letting me in the chat because it says your browser is not currently supported.
We use a different browser, bro.
I'm downloading one.
Okay. Like Chrome or Firefox or Safari or something.
I guess I'm downloading Firefox.
I would defend to my death for you to be able to speak your mind. So would I, Scotoma. I think we're in agreement there. But I will address it tomorrow. You know, I always get that on the MLH comment show. So, yeah, little plug there. So I'll address it tomorrow. All right, guys. You guys ready to go?
Yeah. I'm just doing this stupid crap. Bullshit. Okay. What are we talking about again?
Just doing this stupid crap bullshit. If you need a couple minutes break, we'll give you a
We're
couple.
fine. We're
All right.
fine. I'm just trying to find where's the download fucking button at here.
What are you
There we go.
downloading?
I couldn't find it because the Skype window was covering it.
How funny. Eric, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do this thing. Gosh, I love that theme song. It's RPGrinders, episode 737. I'm your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohorts, Eric the Great, Breakman the Bold. Gentlemen, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm just a little irritated that this is taking me too. Oh, sorry, never mind. Nobody understands what I'm talking about.
Always technical. Are you tired, Eric? Yeah, it's a long week, right? Long week. Well, we're going to have a great show, even though these guys are tired. I'm a little tired, too.
I'm tired. I'm just confused. Why is this not working?
Well, it's your laptop, bro.
Oh, yeah. Here's a homie discount for y'all right now. There's a GameStop buy one, get one free on select games. And from the sample image here, there's a bunch of Switch games on the list. Skyward Sword HD, Bayonetta 3, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Pokemon Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond, and Octopath Traveler 2. Which I'm surprised that's on the list because that's a recent game that came out a month and a half ago.
Yeah, that's actually a really recent release. Good combos to get there. I saw there was one game for $18.99. If they matched up with another game, I was gonna pick up. I don't like to pick up physical editions though. You know, that's the only.
Well, this is last chance, but I think the weekend be the last 2 days you can get something from him.
Freak5 says Frank isn't tired. He is still stoned from 420. You know, next year we're gonna have a special.
No, tomorrow's the last day.
We're gonna have a special RPGrinders either the week of or the week after 420 Freak5, where at least I'm gonna be high off my ass. Maybe Breakman can eat a bunch of gummies before the show. That might be pretty fun too. And then maybe Eric can drink some sake or something, and we can all have fun. Let's get high and have fun. But lots to talk about. Let's get right into it, guys.
RPG News.
All right, Eric, you are up, sir.
Okay. From RPG site, we've got Zhuan Yuan Sword, and it's the first game apparently. I think Mist Beyond the Mountains, and it's finally coming to Switch and PC. I guess it's getting remastered, but this probably also means a Western localization because we've been getting more of them lately. And it was originally released back in 1999, and it doesn't say a release date, but sometime by the end of the year. And that's really it.
All right.
If we learn more, I'll tell you later.
All right. Break, any update on your situation, or do I have to read the next story?
I'm still working on it, but I can read the news. I got that up here.
Oh, okay.
Coming to us live from Gamatsu. Teslagrad 2 now available alongside Teslagrad Remastered. Okay.
Yeah, I think buying 2 gets you it.
It's $19.99 on the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Xbox Series. The Switch. Power Pack Edition includes the newly announced and simultaneously released Telegrad Remastered is also available for $29.49. Teslagrad Remastered can also be purchased separately for $9.99.
Oh,
You
you're
get
doing
a,
the
do you
last.
get like a free update if you already bought Teslagrad on the other platforms?
It doesn't say that.
You're doing the last story next. Okay, I got you, Breakman. No worries.
What?
That's the
Oh
last.
shit! I skipped away. I did. Oh
It's
my
okay.
bad.
It's no
Sorry.
worries.
I got them reloaded, and then I was trying to work on this browser thing, and
No
I got
worries,
distracted.
dude. No worries. I got you, man. I was just like confused. I'm like, oh, that's the last story there. Okay. That shows you how much of the news that Breakman wants to do. He's like, oh, fuck it. We'll go right to the end.
No, don't close my whole damn window. Son of a bitch! I gotta
All right.
reload everything.
It's okay. It's all good. We'll handle the news, Breakman. I know
That's
how
fine.
you.
I can get to it.
All right.
I'll get to it.
Anything else on that one, Break, or are we good?
No,
Pistol
we're
Grip.
on that store. We're good. My bad. So
All
it's $9.99 for the remastered version, $19.99 for the sequel, and if you want both of them, it's $29.49.
All right.
It's about $30.
Yeah.
Okay. Next
And
story.
there's no mention of a free upgrade that I see. I'm going through it again. I'm not seeing anything.
Mm,
Next story comes to us from.
at least it's like $10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed DLC launches April 25th. It's called Future Redeemed. It includes new characters as well as some familiar faces. DLC itself launches April 25th and is available to all holders of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Expansion Pass. Future Redeemed DLC was initially announced in February alongside Wave 3. And there's a little nifty trailer, which the people in chat are watching as we speak. And the only way you can see that is if you're in the chat live every Friday, 7 Eastern Time. Nice little plug for us there. But I don't know. Do they ever release? Eric, have you ever heard of an edition on the Switch that is like a Game of the Year edition where they include all DLC? Because I don't really know of any. So the only way you can get.
Not when it comes to Nintendo.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna say.
They released the standalone Torna DLC,
Yeah.
which was just really a box with a code in it.
Yeah.
But
So
I guess you could put the cartridge to Xenoblade 2 in there if you wanted to, but so I'm guessing they're going to probably do something similar with this, but I'm probably just going to buy this season pass whenever I get around to feeling like playing it, which means my backlog needs to clear up considerably before that happens.
yeah, I'm looking at mine. I have Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Maybe I'll be lucky enough that it actually goes on sale and I can get it then.
Yeah. I have Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and the DLC. I think that's all the DLC is just on that cartridge, but yeah, I've never seen like a Game of the Year edition, so that's the only way you're going to get the the full shebang there. Freak 5 says new Beavis and Butthead was funny. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh wait, there was one for Pokemon Sword and Shield that there was the $90 version that had the DLC bundled with it.
Yeah, $90.
But you could probably get like a used copy of that for less than that now.
Well, good, because I'm not paying $90 for a game, even with the DLC. How much cheaper?
Yeah, although I wouldn't recommend playing Sword and Shield. There are better Pokemon games. It's not that Sword and Shield was bad. It's just as far as like moving the series forward, it doesn't really do much.
The quality of those games are so good, Eric, that it's such a high bar to meet every time. You know what I mean? Like it just
like if you're looking for a narrative-driven Pokemon game, it's one of the weaker ones.
Yeah. All right, Eric. Next story, please.
Next story is 404 game reset has been dated for Japan, and it's coming out on April 25th. There's a playable demo for the game, and if you've got a Japanese Google Play or an Apple App Store account, you can play there.
Yeah. My computer's lagging so hard. I don't know why.
You have to remember it's a mobile phone game.
Yeah. I don't know why my computer's lagging so hard.
In case anybody doesn't remember from when I talked about this before, it involves players fighting to take out none other than Sega, because the whole story is about how you're in an alternate future cyberpunk dystopia where Sega apparently rules over everything. The idea is to destroy them.
Sega rolls over everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn evil Sega.
Sega overlords. Damn them. I need
I
more.
guess it could be worse. We could have worse overlords, like
Nintendo.
Bethesda overlords or something. They'd have us fighting super mutants and shit.
Nintendo.
Peter Molyneux is a overlord.
I know. Peter Molyneux.
Every day would be something different with him.
Yeah.
Well, big dreams, and by the end of the day, big disappointment.
And I was going to say, in fairness, Peter Molyneux would be about the best overlord because he would never fulfill on his promises, So,
Today our kingdom, tomorrow the world. Tomorrow gets here. Today our kingdom, tomorrow the world.
Yeah.
Same. He's like Pinky.
A year later.
He's like Brain from Pinky and the Brain. We can do tomorrow night.
Yeah. No, Nintendo probably would be one of the worst, I think. Those guys are evil incarnate, man. They're like, they don't want to let anybody like play their games online, like and show them off. They're terrible, man. They go after even little guys, man. They're so protective over their IPs. Like, geez, man, what the hell? All right, Breakman, I think you have the next story.
Coming to us live from Gamatsu, and I hope this is the right one. Focus Entertainment acquires Dovetail Games.
Yes, that's
Simulation Game Studio joins French publisher. Nice, thanks, Frank. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole story.
Focus is getting a little bit bigger. I've noticed that. They're doing pretty decent work. They started out as like kind of a B budget, type, but their quality is starting to get bigger and better, So, good for them. Good for Focus, All right. Anything else on that break?
Nope.
All right. Coming to us live as soon as my computer I need more RAM for this computer. I just need a new computer. I think it's time. Got to get a new car first. I'll talk about that in a minute. Coming to us live from Gamatsu, Hayarigami. I hope I said that right, Eric. 123 pack announced for the...
Sounds about right.
Yeah. PS5, PS4, and Switch. Nippon Ichi Software horror visual novel series comes to modern consoles. It will launch as a physical pack on July 27th in Japan. Each title will also be available as individual digital editions. So, if you want, see, why do they do that, man? Like, can they just have I guess it's the same price either way. So
yeah, Battle Network Legacy Collection kind of did that.
Yeah.
Like Volumes 1 and Volumes 2 split up the first 3 games and the last 3 games together.
Any chance we're getting this here in the States, Eric? You think?
Well, NIS has had ever since the PSP era to do anything with this franchise, and while I do see it probably happening, it probably will happen in 2025 at the earliest because of all the trail shit that they have to play catch up with and stuff.
Yeah. It does include high definition graphics, so if you guys are interested, looks
I'm really
cool.
hoping they do though, because it's always looked interesting to me.
Yeah, I agree, Eric. I mean, this is the first I've heard about it, but
so I remember hearing about the PSP ports, it looked interesting as hell, and I was disappointed they never did anything with it.
Yeah. Well, I hope it comes here because this would be cool. I just hope they don't charge an arm and leg for each edition digitally. But I might pick this up if there was like a bundle or something. All right, Eric, next story, please.
It might be another horror visual novel series that I'm thinking about, but that also needs to come. But they need to do more visual novel stuff in the West.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's reticent with it, because the Psychopaths game was okay, but not exactly probably the best. They should have done something with their original IP. Yeah. But Blasphemous 2's got a release window of summer 2023.
Yeah.
And coming to the PS5, Xbox Series, and Switch and PC.
I was inspired by Breakman to pick this game up.
It's kind of strange that PS4 and the Xbox One are absent, though.
That is strange. I'm sure they'll get there too. Breakman inspired...
They probably just left them out because there would have been too many consoles to list in a headline.
Yeah. Breakman inspired me to get the first one. I've always eyed it, and and I saw it on sale, and I heard Breakman talking about it and how he was having a good time with it, and I know Breakman.
Now you hate me because it's fucking hard.
It is hard. There's no question. I don't think it's quite as hard as Salt and Sanctuary, but I mean it's challenging for sure. But it looks good. I just
well, one of the improvements
it gets harder the second way playthrough.
Yeah.
One of the improvements of this game is going to be having is that you'll have 3 different weapons to choose from.
That's cool. I wish they would have accessibility options for people like me, but I mean that's wishful thinking. That's hoping that.
I mean, they might. I mean,
a Dark Souls game would have accessibility options. It's like it's not gonna happen. It's like, all right, and let's see. I think the last story goes to.
I mean, they've already done do the harder run game challenges, so now they can go in the opposite direction. Not that because that's probably also going to be in this. So.
Okay.
I was about to say the last story. We got another story, and then I realized I read that last story.
Yep,
so
you read
that's
that.
What I get to do again, Frank.
What do you get to do?
Read the last story. Coming to us live from Gamatsu, Shadows Over Loathing, now available for Switch, coming soon to PS5 and PS4. No Xbox Series X, huh?
It's interesting they're calling it Overloathing, because West of Loathing was the last game they did.
Yeah, West of Loathing sequel, Shadows Over Loathing, for Switch via Nintendo eShop for $23. The PS4 and PS5 versions will follow at a later date, as well physical editions for all of them. Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to play West of Loathing, but I never got around to it.
It doesn't have a price, but there's some. I'm not seeing a price, but I see.
This game looks like it's taking place in a more modern day setting, but it's based on the Cthulhu mythos and stuff.
I'm seeing 2 different collector's edition. One looks like it's got stickers, and it looks like a map drawn on a napkin.
Yep. A tissue napkin.
Yeah, like that doesn't look like it'd be sturdy. It says it's microfiber though, but I mean that's
it's designed to look like a napkin.
Yeah, they did a good job.
And for people that aren't watching the trailer, it looks like
stick figure game.
Stick figures, yeah, exactly. A bunch of stick figures, which
with goofy dialogue in it.
Yeah. I don't know. Looks okay, but I don't know if this would be high on my list. I think I'd rather get Blasphemous 2, even though but looks all right. Okay. That's the news, gentlemen. We got through that pretty smoothly, I would say. God, my computer's lagging so hard. I know it's because of the RAM. I just want to, instead of getting... That's the thing about Macs. I've had mine about, 7-8 years, and it's about time to upgrade, because you don't necessarily have to. I could probably get another 2-3 years if I put more RAM in it.
I'm well overdue for a new PC.
Yeah, I am too. But I think instead of just spending the extra $200-$300 it costs for RAM, might as well just buy a whole new fucking unit. You're about halfway there on a Mac Mini anyways, so why not get the extra innards? But whatever. Okay, no homie discounts this week. Eric already gave you one. Nothing for
there's one. Best Buy is having a clearance sale right now.
Oh, okay.
I didn't check specific games, but I know there's a clearance sale going on.
Okay, so check that out at Best Buy. Let's move on to what everybody's been playing.
Inquiring minds want to know.
All right, Breakman, what have you been playing lately?
I played several games, but mostly just Friday the 13th and Civilization 6.
Yeah, shocker
just
there.
Same old mostly. But I did goof around with other games. Nothing really that I want to talk about.
Did you get any closer on your kill list thing?
No, because I still gotta get to level 113. I'm over 100 now. I don't know where I'm at though.
Okay, well that's cool, man. I mean, you're almost back to where you were. That's cool.
Yeah, almost.
I know, it's a long road. What if that shit happens to you again? I think you'll just give up at that point, right? And just let it go. You're never gonna get.
I would cry first.
I would cry for you.
I'd come on the show and say how I hate the game and developers should be dragged and quartered and Microsoft should be burned to the ground and stuff like that.
Right. Let's see. Eric, what have you been playing?
I was supposed to be playing Atelier, but I'm too deep into Octopath to quit playing. I'm just gonna keep going until it's done.
Yeah.
Because I'm already halfway done with the game.
Yeah, you might as well just finish that one up, bud. I played a tiny bit of Pillars of Eternity. The game is really good. The story's really good anyways. Graphics are nothing to write home about. It's isometric. I mean, it's a really popular game, that Obsidian did. I think Break should get it when it's cheapy, and play through it. It's so far it's really fun. It's got a good, decent story. But in lieu of that, I've been watching this guy on Twitch named Cherokee Starfish. I highly recommend everybody check him out. He's doing a really fun run through of Eye of the Beholder, the old DOS Eye of the Beholder game, and it's really interesting, really fun. He's really, it seems like a really cool dude. So check out Cherokee Starfish. He's got a really cool. I mean, he's only got 500 subs, which is, I say only 500, and we got like 60 on Twitch. So he's like dwarfing us. But I mean, it's really cool, really really cool. Scotoma says he's been farting his way through
Hey,
Fable.
Frank, how does Bravely Default 2 for $30 sound?
You mean selling it to me?
No, that's what I'm looking at the clearance sale list.
That actually sounds pretty good. To be honest, on the Switch, yeah, that's actually
I should probably get that. Shit.
yeah, that's actually sounds like a really good deal, Eric. To be honest, $30, that's half price. I mean, shit. You guys will probably get the last 2 copies before I get it.
I already bought Bravely Default 2 on Switch, but I also bought it on Steam when it was on sale because I'd rather play it on a platform that can do 60.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, so yeah, Pillars of. But like I said, the Eye of the Beholder original DOS game, it looks really fun. It's just a standard dungeon crawler with a few tricks, and I mean, it's just kind of cool. All right, let's get to. Let's see. Did I ask? I think I asked everybody.
Because
Okay.
I think the Steam Deck, from what I can tell, the game's running at close to 60, if not 60.
Well, that's good. That's really cool. I think I need to get a Steam
here's
Deck.
a game that's on clearance I probably should pick up, but it's sold out.
What's that?
Pretty Presents NIS Classics Volume 1.
Ah, I gotcha.
I mean, this is the online website, so maybe like your individual Best Buy might have it. So who knows?
Yeah. Freak 5 says, I'm trying to decide on either the entire Final Fantasy Pixel remaster or just Final Fantasy 4. I got your answer, Freak 5. Just Final Fantasy 6. That's all.
Why
you
are they
do.
showing me controllers in the clearance section when they're not even on sale?
I don't know. All right, let's move on to reviews.
RPGrinders reviews.
Skonoma says the new Needs for Speed isn't half bad. Well, that's cool. All right, Breakman, you have any reviews? It looks like you do have a review here.
I do, but I'm still trying to figure this out. Could I go last?
Yeah, absolutely. Eric, actually, do you want to do yours first, Eric? Go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. I went to the theater to see Suzume, and I could have waited like a few more extra days to watch it in the local theater here because it's not as far of a drive. Actually, it's almost as far, but traveling to and from is probably easier because there's less traffic. But it is the latest Makoto Shinkai film following Weathering with You. And compared to Weathering with You and Your Name, it's somewhere in the middle because I think it's better than Weathering with You, but not as good as
Your Name.
Your Name as well.
Yeah.
But it's about a girl who finds a traveling dude who's part of this. He's part of the last line of a group of people called the Closers. And their idea is the idea is that they have to close these gates to lead to the other world, which is basically like the world of the dead. And there's this entity called the Worm, which, if it's unleashed by letting the gates open up, it causes earthquakes. And the whole story is supposed to be like metaphor for like all the various earthquakes Japan has to deal with as a country and an island nation, either because of tsunamis or just because of earthquakes just being earthquakes.
Yeah.
So, and he ends up getting cursed by this thing called the keystone. We're just supposed to keep the gate locked, but she unwillingly freed it. But even if she hadn't, I'm gonna assume that thing still would have broken free anyways. But anyways, he gets cursed to have his body binded with this chair that she carried around. Because I guess they went home and that's where it woke up and cursed him. But so he has to work with his new body now and try to get the curse undone while also closing the gates. That's pretty much a story without me spoiling anything. And she also has this aunt who's been taking care of her because her mother died like when she was like really little. And it's also kind of about dealing with loss as it is about getting over that loss and coming to appreciate the people that you still have in your life.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give the movie 7.5.
All right. That's well above average. It's well worth watching. So, Eric, are any of the other ones streaming anywhere of note?
Weathering with You was on HBO Max quite a while ago, and I think Your Name was at some point too. But I think Your Name was also on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
I might be wrong about that.
Because I want to watch.
You might want to check out both.
Yeah.
See if they're both there.
Yeah, I'll check it. I want to watch both of those. I just never got around to doing it. So very high score. Break, are you ready, or should I go?
Yeah, I guess I think I found what I was looking for. But
Okay.
I can go ahead and review. I watched a really good sci-fi movie this week.
Okay.
I've been watching mostly TV shows, and none of them. I haven't got to the finale of any of them, so I don't want to review anything yet. I'll just say Grogu is still the cutest thing ever.
Yeah. Oh, I should do that too. Mandalorian. I forgot about that. Okay. Yep.
So anyway, I've been watching. I watched a movie with, and you can say a lot of things about the guy himself. But I don't think anybody can deny that Tom Cruise is one hell of an actor.
He really is, man. I've been saying this for years. Breakman. Years.
Edge of Tomorrow is a movie where it's a time loop movie, sort of like Groundhog Day, but it involves an alien war.
Yeah.
And
Some people suspect he's a vampire because he seemingly doesn't seem to age.
He doesn't seem to age at all, man. It's so weird. Go ahead, Break.
Oh no, he does look older than me.
I mean, he looks older than he did back when he did Top Gun, but not by much, it seems.
Well, it's not. I guess what it is, I think it is he probably just didn't have a lot of plastic surgery like a lot of other stars have.
Yeah. And he's aging really well too. I mean, let's be honest. Plus,
he must have some kind of strict exercise regimen.
Oh, no doubt. He's in tip-top shape, even today, man. The guy's like, what, 60 years old?
As well as like a diet plan and
yes.
the secrets that apparently Hollywood doesn't want you to know.
Yeah.
Keeping the weight off.
Yeah, having a shit ton of money, like $500 million, and able to buy a chef, and
when you have that kind of money, you can pay people. The joke is, you have that kind of money, you can pay people to knock the cookies out of your hand.
Right, right. All right, let's get to this review.
You make $5 million. You have enough money to pay somebody to just stand around and make sure you don't eat junk food.
Yeah, exactly. 100. Go ahead.
Or you're eating it in portions that you can control.
Exactly. Yeah. Like what? Like one. Yeah, like a quarter of a cookie or something. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's like Fitbit. I don't need that. I got somebody who's constantly monitoring me.
Yeah.
You can have one M&M today.
Yep, one M&M.
Yes, this is the best day ever. Yes.
I know. All right, Break. What you got, man?
One.
Edge of Tomorrow.
So,
didn't they call it something else?
Day, but alien invasion. And he starts out at the movie as more of a voice of the war, like promoter and such like that. He's a military guy, but he's not involved in the war. And he does something to really piss some people off who gets him sent to the war. And we see who he really is, which is a coward. And he attempts to run away.
Yeah.
And by the end of the movie, he's been stuck in this time loop forever, and he's learned how to fight the aliens and stuff like that, and he becomes a badass.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically his attempt to come from a pretty pathetic little wuss to a badass who can save the entire human race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's a good almost full description of that movie. But it wasn't it called something else, Breakman? This movie, it was called
Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat.
Live, Die, Repeat. Yep.
It's based on the book, the same name.
Yeah.
So I give it an 8. It was a good movie.
All right.
I recommend it, definitely.
Jesus.
In fact, I think they rebranded it as Live, Die, Repeat when they did the 4K release.
Yeah. Hey, Freak 5, what did you send me, man? That looks fantastic. It looks like fried ribs or some shit. It looks really good. He's just doing it to make me hungry, which I already am.
Fried ribs? What?
Yeah. Let me do my reviews, and then we have to go back because Freak 5 has a Ask Breakman. I got to make sure and say Ask Breakman question. But okay, I'm gonna do my reviews really quick. Mandalorian season 3, really good. No spoilers. Not quite as good as the first 2 seasons, I would say, but I love like big battle scenes. And there's one for the ages in this that involves Mandalorians and a bunch of what do they call those troopers? But they're kind of badass. They're not as bad as like, the goofy stormtroopers of the past. They have jetpacks and shit like that. But
I joked about this on Twitter, but like, I kind of just want to call the race that Yoda's a part of and Grogu's a part of, like, I'm just calling them Space Goblins till Disney says otherwise.
Space Goblins. Space Goblins. That's great, man. I like it. Grogu is the cutest thing ever, still, by the way. And I don't want to spoil what happens with him and Din Djarin, but it's a really cool.
Well, the internet already spoiled one thing.
I don't pay attention to what the internet spoils.
Be quiet. Yep. I don't either.
Well, I saw a picture. That's all.
No spoilers. I made this spoiler free because it's brand new. The last episode just came out day before yesterday or some shit. But it's really good. I think I give this season a solid 8.5 out of 10. The previous seasons I think I gave 9s to. So it's just like a nitpicky 0.5 less than the other 2 seasons. It's really good, and I really like the lore. It's really good.
Will there be a season 4?
There will be a season 4 for sure. Beyond that, I don't think there's going to be any more seasons after that. I'm also looking forward to Boba Fett season 2 if they ever come out with that. Freak 5 says those are honey sriracha chicken and waffles. Oh, I thought it was ribs. Apparently it was chicken. But I mean I would like that, except I'm not a huge fan of sriracha. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if it's like cooked in it would be better, but okay. I do like chicken and waffles a lot. It doesn't sound like it would go together really well, but it does.
Sriracha is just slightly better than most hot sauce. That's where I stand with sriracha.
I don't know, man. All right. Road Train.
Too much of it's a bad thing, though.
Yeah, Road Train is an Australian movie that tried to do some meta shit with it. It's a horror movie. Road Train is basically a big rig on the road that they call them road trains, I guess. And it's about this like killer fucking semi-truck basically, but it was done a little bit better than say something like Maximum Overdrive.
Hey, I like Maximum Overdrive.
So does Bernie. Bernie loves that movie, and I'm like, that movie sucks ass.
It's cheesy, yes. I understand that. Like it's over
it's
the
not.
top.
I didn't even think it was
movie,
fun,
but it was fun.
No.
I mean, Emilio Estevez, for God's sakes.
God,
hey guys,
man.
do you think there'll be a reboot of The Shining, like a new Shining movie?
No, they need to leave The Shining alone. It's perfect.
I think there will be eventually because they reboot everything in Hollywood.
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't, because the first Shining movie is perfect in almost every way.
Right. Whether they should or shouldn't is a whole different story. Will they? Yeah, probably.
Probably. You're probably right, but
Will it be even good at it regardless? Question.
No. They did Doctor Sleep, which I thought was a good sequel to The Shining. I mean, I don't know. I liked it.
Is it a movie sequel or is it a book sequel?
Movie.
Or is the book actually different?
It's both. It's both a book and a movie, and the movie was really well done, in my opinion.
Yeah, Ian McGregor.
But I'm asking if the book's actually different from the film itself too.
The book, I mean, it goes as much as it can with the book. Eric, Doctor Sleep. I mean, it's years after the events.
I think Stephen King's more happy with that than he was with the
he was
translation
way
of The Shining, because there are things that he changed about it Shining, and he didn't like Jack as Jack Torrance.
Yeah, but
mostly the thing that he hated the most was they changed his ending.
Yeah. Well, I like the ending, to be honest with you. I thought it was a much better ending than the hotel swallowing him up and all that shit. But they kind of touched that on the sequel a bit. So.
Well, to be fair, he already kind of was gone by that point.
Yeah.
Mentally.
I really liked it. The Shining is my all-time favorite. Not my favorite movie of all time, but like I think it's the greatest horror movie of all time because there's so many layers to it, and Stephen King eventually accepted it as for what it was. He eventually, it was like it's a good movie. It just differs from the book, type thing. And Freak 5 is exiled, son of a bitch. All right, so Road Train.
I wish I could get in the chat. This is killing me.
Road Train is. Look, it was a decent movie. It tried to do something a little different, but the ending was just drug on and on and on, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I hope this fucking truck eats everything, because that's how I felt by the end of the movie. So I'm actually going to give it a 5 out of 10. I think it's an average. If nothing else is on movie, you watch it. Usually the Australian movies are really good. There are some gruesome deaths in it, so it's just standard horror fare that try to be a little bit elevated, and it really just missed the mark, especially with the ending. The last movie.
Frank, did you ever watch Parada DD?
Yes, it's good. It's fun. I like it.
Is that the sequel to Piranha 3D?
No, they did. They have two. It's Piranha and Piranha Double D. Yeah. And they're both fun. They're just stupid, schlocky, fun movies.
It sounds like it was straight to video because...
No, I think it came out at the theater. It had a short run. Didn't make a lot of money, but yeah. Evil Dead Rises is the last one. I'm not going to spoil too much on this other than to tell you guys, holy fuck. This movie is just everything that an Evil Dead fan wants. Had a little bit of the schlockiness, a lot of the gore, a lot of just horror. I mean, that's...
Sam Raimi had anything to do with it?
No. He didn't direct it. I think he was an executive producer. I think Bruce Campbell was. It is awesome, Freak 5, in every way. Like, it definitely takes Evil Dead forward, which very, very few... movies like this.
Is this a sequel film to the reboot, or is this just like a standalone film?
It's kind of both, Eric, in a way, because it keeps kind of the tone of the reboot, kind of more serious tone, but it does have a little more schlockiness to it than that reboot. It's almost a perfect mix of the two. But I think what takes it forward is a couple of things. One, I'm not going to talk about. It's about the book itself. Just the look of it is different, which I think is appropriate. And then I think the setting. The setting is way different. It's set in a soon-to-be condemned apartment complex, like an old school city apartment complex. I just think they did a really, really good job with the setting. Is it reality-based horror, or is it like the ones that the people trip when they try to run away? Skodoma. It's demons, right? I mean, that's what the essence of that book is, and it's like a possession demon. I don't know what you want to call it, but I mean, it keeps a lot of that, and it's actually really scary. I mean, it's a genuine horror movie, which there's not too many of those, but it does keep a few of the kind of unsettling, funny aspects of Evil Dead. So I think this is a big win, and I can't wait to see another one. I hope it does really good this weekend.
Just saying, there are some cheesy one-liners in the movie.
There's no cheesy one-liners, but there are some, like they're trying to mimic some of the cheesiness of Evil Dead 2. You could kind of see. And it works because it's so horrific. Like, I can't explain it, man. Like, I think it's just really good. Like, one of the lines that you can see in the trailer, so I'm not really spoiling anything, is like, one of the kids is like, yelling out for her mom who's possessed, and she's like, mommy's with the maggots now, in a real, kind of schlocky voice, and it's like, it's kind of funny in one aspect, but really horrific in another. And I thought the kids did a great job in this movie. I just think this is a really, really good scary horror movie. I give it a 9 out of 10. And I highly suggest people support this movie because we need more of it. So if you can see it on demand, or if you can see it at the theaters, I know I'm like Breakman. I don't normally like to go out to theaters, but I want to support movies like this, so we get more. It just I know theaters are a dying thing, but I just want more. Demons Are Real, so it sounds interesting. Scotoma, you really need to watch it, man. If you're a fan of Evil Dead, you'll like this one for sure. If you're a horror fan, you're gonna like it. And I mean, if anything other than that, I don't know if you're a sci-fi fan, you might like it because I don't know. There's a little bit of like body horror elements to it, like The Thing. But overall, it's just a solid, well made movie, and definitely scary. And you guys mentioned The Shining. There is an ode to The Shining in this movie, so I'll leave it at that. All right, let's move on to everybody's favorite segment.
What is it?
Stinko of the week.
All right, Breakman, I see your stinkos here, and I'm actually curious.
I got several. I don't think I put all of them. One's right now the frustration I'm having because I can't figure out how to do this. But anyway, I'll keep working on it. First one goes to the settlement between Fox and Dominion. I know a lot of people look, like Fox has to pay the money. This is a slap on the wrist. It's money. Like, there's no justice involved in that. They're going to pay a fine and then go right back to the way they were,
I agree.
Change. They don't have to.
I agree, Breakman, and I was sorely disappointed as well, because I think Fox News, and you know what, CNN for their part does it, MSNBC, they all do the same thing. They put out misinformation, and to lead voters one way or another. Oh shit! I did forget that Freak File. I'll go back to it after this. After we discuss this, but yeah, that's a good point, Breakman. Most people, and actually though, their yearly operating budget their yearly operating budget is about $1 billion, Breakman. Yeah. So they pretty much decimated a year's worth of their operating budget. So that's a good thing, I think. But other than that, I was sorely disappointed in that too.
But you know who will pay for that?
Oh yeah, of course.
The people on the bottom are the ones who suffer when a company does bad. They cut off the people who answer the phones and shit like that.
Yeah, but
they just put more work on them. They don't. The executives don't take pay cuts.
Oh hell no! But 3/4 of a yearly operating budget, plus they got the $2 billion lawsuit from before. Or from that other company.
Yeah, and they do have like several more lawsuits.
And they got after that they've got a litany of issues, and this is just going to pave the way for all of those to be settled for big amounts of money. So they're not done. There's
be some better results from those. But yeah, like if it just comes down to money, like it's not going to be enough to ever shut that company down. Rupert Murdoch's worth billions.
Yeah, I know. Well, he himself is worth billions. He's not going to bail out his own company with his own money, dude. Let's be real here. People always think of themselves before anything else. He would rather shut Fox News down than pull money out of his own pocket to save it. Trust me on that.
Yes, right.
Before we get on to your other stinkos, Breakman, we do have a Dear Breakman. Hold on. Thanks, Freak, for reminding me. He says, this is Ask Breakman. He always tells me, you should name it Ask Breakman, and maybe I should. But here's the Ask Breakman this week, Breakman. If you have a box with everything that you have lost throughout your life in it, what is the first thing you pull out of the box?
Wow, my dignity? Maybe?
That's exactly what Scotoma said.
Oh.
I won't pull that out because you're probably just as likely to lose it again.
Damn, Eric with the slam.
Ouch.
That was nasty, man.
Let me see. Wow. What have I lost? Socks? There's so many socks. Can I just pull out one sock, or do I have to pull them all out?
Socks.
Let me see. What have I lost over the years? I usually break stuff. It's not usually lose it. I usually break it. Shocking, right? What about you, Frank? I'm thinking.
Well, I lost a lot of shit in my divorce that I didn't think about, that I should have thought about. My comic book collection. I had literally, if I had to put a money estimate on it, over $20,000 worth of comics. Maybe more. How dare you, Freak 5? You're exiled, you son of a bitch. That's 2. Are you going for the record today, Freak 5? I think the record is 5 or something. Yeah, that really hurts me because I was going to give that to my son, when he was ready for it or whatever. But, I mean, it was just, it was a really cool collection. I had every single Image comic for the first, 3.5 years, I think. Freak
is exiled.
Yeah, Freak is exiled. I think I had every single image, and when I say every single, I had variants, I had special editions, I had it all. I had old X-Men comics, old Spider-Man comics, old Hulk comics. I had so much value in those comics, and I wanted to give those to my son. And I ended up deciding later that I would give them to my daughter because it was more appropriate. She was more into that stuff. But yeah, I wished I could have had that. And then there was, in that same divorce, I lost a couple of gold coins, and it's not that they were worth thousands of dollars or anything, but my dad gave me those gold coins, and I just totally forgot about it. Actually, the thing that I would want the most that I lost in that divorce is a bunch of letters that my grandfather sent me, that I don't have anymore. And it's just, it really sucks because my grandfather would send me just letters about what's going on. He was a World War II veteran, so he had, this wealth of knowledge about everything basically. But he was really into Halloween, and he would draw me little haunted house scenes with bats and, scary black cats, and I don't know, just all kinds of really cool little things in his letters. So that would probably be the number one thing, followed by the comic book thing, followed by the little gold coins. So that's what I would I would get if I could. But what about you, Eric?
Probably the copy of Earthbound that I had that I let my brother sell.
Ah, damn it.
Because I didn't realize how much I'd miss it after it was gone.
Yeah, I know, man. I had a bunch of games, too, that I lost.
Also, all the games I lost in your divorce, I gave to you.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't a lot, in fairness, Eric. It was 2 or 3, maybe.
No, it was more than that.
It wasn't more than that. You've
already paid me back mostly for that.
Yeah. Well, mostly. Jesus. But yeah, there's I think I did pay you back for most of that, if not all, Eric. But it just sucks, man. You don't know these things. You don't, you think that's bad, Eric? I had almost.
They're technically your sons now, so I guess I didn't lose
No,
them.
my son got kicked out, so he's, he doesn't have access to any of that. But check this out. You feel bad, Eric, but check out how bad I feel. I had almost every noteworthy RPG for the PS2, PS1, even some for the PS3, Xbox. I had almost everything in physical form, and they were all in great condition. None of them were, not working. I had all the cases, everything. Oh, and I also had literally about 100 wrestling autographs from like wrestlers. So I mean, I had a ton of shit that I lost. So I lost a lot in that. So yeah.
I figured it out. I figured out what I would take.
All right.
First, I would make sure I keep the box, and I would take out my virginity, lose my virginity, and
Yeah.
then go back to the box.
Why would you lose your virginity, man? You want to be 1 second man every time?
What's that?
You want to be 1 second man every
I think
time?
he's hoping he could reset his fertility.
Oh, I guess, man. Jesus.
Oh yeah, go to a sperm bank. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I have a huge supply for you.
You could have made a shit ton of money back in the day, Breakman. You know.
I have a lot of little me's running around.
Freak5 said Freak said I would pull out the time I lost playing DQ. How dare you? How dare you, Freak5? I would probably pull out my Magic the Gathering collection that I lost when my apartment flooded in '98. Ooh, that's a bad one, Freak5. Holy fuck. That sucks, dude. It probably was worth thousands. Some of those Magic cards are worth a lot of money. Like a lot. Ugh. So what else, Breakman? Anything else you can think of?
Yeah, like I don't know what happened to all the toys. Most of the toys I had as a kid I broke was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Just I'm bad with stuff.
Yeah. If I could go way back, I would probably. I had a little green Jeep. I forgot what it was called. It was a Transformer. Do you remember what the little green Jeep was called?
Oh, I know what you're talking about too.
Yeah.
I can see it in my head.
And I broke a door on it, and then it was pretty useless after that. But
I had a rancor, and I put something in its mouth like a guy who was eating, and it got stuck in its mouth.
yeah.
All the way. I could
Oh
never
shit,
get it
that's
out.
another thing. I used to have Jabba the Hutt on his throne with Leia and stuff like that. That was another thing that I had. It's worth about $100, I think.
Yeah,
But
at the time, I remember buying them at Big Lots and on the clearance rack and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Because this is long after the movies were over, and if I knew then what I know now, it's like, God damn, I would have bought everything in that store and just kept it.
yeah.
New in a box, you know what I mean?
But you don't know what's gonna raise in value and what isn't. Some of that Star Wars shit is just worth nothing. It's like, and if it's not in the package, it's worth way less. It's like all my Funkos, man. Like I'm looking at all my Funkos. I took them out of the package because I'm like, I want to display them. I don't want to. I don't want to sell them. So
I know what I want. I know what I want. I have bought this goddamn album twice, and it's a 2-disc album. I only have 1 disc. I do not know what fucking happened to it, but Tupac's greatest hits.
you don't.
I bought the goddamn twice, and I only have 1 CD, so I have to buy it again.
Damn, that sucks, dude.
Yeah. There was one I lost Flint when I was a little kid, and that one always hurt. But I was an adult, and I rebought it.
Flint? You mean like the Transformers?
G.I. Joe Flint.
Oh, G.I. Joe. Okay. Yeah.
And I broke him.
I was always jealous of my friend who had Megatron that turned into a gun. You can't find that thing anywhere now.
I had friends who had who had money, so they had things like the AT Walker and Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, all that cool shit that you could never afford. Yeah. Fuck.
I had one friend whose parents were divorced, so his dad was always spoiling him. Christmases and birthday would be his dad would spend thousands of dollars on him.
Jesus, yeah.
He had the aircraft carrier from G.I. Joe. It was insane.
Damn it.
Dude, I get used toys. You get a fucking aircraft carrier? Damn.
Dude, I used to when I was a kid back in 1802.
Mm-hmm. Notice you did that, not us.
I know, because I knew it was coming, so I might as well just get the joke out of the way,
Oh.
And did it work? I mean, did it land? Oh, okay. But I used to go to the thrift stores. Son of a bitch. I had a friend who had the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. Freak5 says must have been rich because the only rich people could afford that cool shit, But I would go to see what would happen is the rich kids would break a door or something, right? On something, and then they would just give it up to thrift shops and stuff, and I would get that broken shit and I would put it back together with super glue or whatever, and that's how I used to get these bags.
My favorite were the ones we get with their missing parts and shit.
Yeah.
I had I got like the GI Joe bridge builder without wheels.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I had all kinds of shit like that. A lot of times I would get those little muscle men, those
Oh, I
little.
love those.
Yeah, I did too, man. I had lots of fun with them. But I would get a whole big bag for like 25 cents or 50 cents or whatever. And, I'd have a good old time with that shit because I never got anything. I think it was, I got a regular Nintendo like way after they came out. I think I got a used one that, somehow ended up in the thrift store.
That's how I got one, was a used one,
Yeah. And every great once in a while in those bags, like in the middle of those bags, it would just be this big bag of toys for like a quarter or 50 cents. But every great once in a while, there was a game that was like in the middle of it. And a lot of times I'd get Atari games too. That's how I got E.T., which, fuck E.T., but,
Yeah, a ton of Atari games that way.
Ton of
Atari. When the Atari crashed in the game industry, it's like, no, it's dead. Like so many stores, like Big Lots, that's where we got a lot of clearance stuff. Big Lots, like they're selling Atari games, video games, which I know people listening today are like 25 cents. So it's an Atari game. That's about what it's worth. They were selling them for about $50 new.
Yep. As a matter of fact,
they went down to a quarter within like a year.
Yep.
It was crazy.
We bitch about games being $70, but I remember Nintendo games being about $70, if I'm not mistaken.
And that's then too. Like we've gone through inflation and price gouging. Out the ass.
Yep. All right, let's get back to the Stinkos break, man. Let's move on to your second Stinko.
Shit, we were only in the first Stinko. Okay, the Ohio Republicans, they passed their law against the will of the voters that they've basically put a filibuster on the Ohio elections now. So now it's got to be 60% of the vote to win anything.
Jeez.
Not majority. It's got to be a super majority.
Yeah.
They've done that specifically to fight the pro-choice people.
Yeah.
And this is and they're doing this as in August because the abortion thing is going to come up in August. They're trying to stop it. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they suck. I forget what I was trying to say. How I was trying to say it anyway. Moving along, Florida.
Did you talk about Oklahoma police yet, or you're gonna get to that?
No, I got that. I got there yet. Florida. Well, we might as well go with the Oklahoma police then. Yeah, Oklahoma police were caught on a secret recording saying it was a police sheriff and some city council members caught saying some openly racist and violent things about reporters and black people. Yeah, they were caught. Like, I think it's 4 people. One of those people has resigned, but the cops have doubled down on this. And they've said, no, this was a legal recording. The tape has been tampered with and stuff like that.
Yeah, every fucking excuse in the book. They're fucking liars.
Again, there's nothing the cops are, it's like telling the truth makes them sick to their stomachs or something.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're awful, man. I covered that story.
They're allergic to the truth. I don't know what it is.
Yep. All right, on to Florida.
Okay, on to Florida. It's not law yet, but it's going to be because it's just got to go back to the Senate to agree on the amendments they put onto it in the House of the Florida Congress, and then it'll go to the DeSantis desk, which he'll definitely sign into law. But remember when we said the don't say gay bill, or they said the don't say gay bill, or it was about parental rights, and it was about like we shouldn't be teaching like sex to children and such like that. Like these are too young. So what's their excuse now that they're going to extend it to 12th grade?
Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird.
Saying that 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 14-years-olds, 13-years-olds shouldn't be learning about sex? They don't know about relationships and stuff like that? No, this was, as we said it at the time, this was just this is an exact attack on the LGBTQ community, and it was meant to suppress them, and it was just the beginning.
I don't understand why we don't want to know about different things, right? Like certain states are very open-minded about things. Like I know Colorado has been like a purple state forever, but we lean a little blue. I mean, depending if you're in the rural areas, forget it. That's almost any state, right? The cities are blue. The rural areas are red and always vote against their best interests. Of course, we do too in the cities, but but I don't understand why knowledge is such a bad thing, right? Why can't we learn? You may not agree with something. Like you may not like that a guy is dressing up like a girl and identifies as a girl, right? But
it's not your business.
Facts don't care about your feelings, right? So it is none of your business. Why do you care so much what someone else feels? Like to me, don't you want to learn?
So they can feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
Which is an indictment on their own sad life.
Don't you want to learn and grow as a person and maybe understand that these people aren't horrible? I mean, just in Colorado, in Glenwood Springs, they had, how people are talking about grooming and how, trans people are grooming kids through reading to them for some weird reason. But they just did a really nice event in Glenwood Springs. It was a bunch of trans people that were reading stories to kids, and this was supported by the community, and they were stories of inclusion and stories of uplifting stories about you don't have to feel bad for being different. All right, that was the message. It wasn't everybody's going to become a trans when they're older, or everybody should become a trans when they're older. The message was simply, you may be different, but that's okay. It's okay to be different, right? Curie with a mustache and she decides that she's going to get a really cool jacket and go to school, and even though I think it like, to me, I don't find mustaches on women attractive or unibrows or anything like that. The message is just, acceptance and being tolerant of other people. That's it. It's not, everybody go out and get a unibrow right now. That's not the message. I think people misinterpret the messages that people send all the time. And it was a nice event. Everybody had a good time. Lauren Boebert, it's in Lauren Boebert's district, by the way.
Oh,
and
God.
and she was so upset about this, and the people they interviewed the people, and the people are like, this was such a great hour of just people just reading to kids and kids understanding it's okay to be a little different. There was no ulterior motive. There wasn't, everybody's got to be trans and dress up like a woman or a man when they're older.
There's people are so used to the GOP doing this,
right? And it was
they think that the other side must be like us.
Yeah, it was just refreshing to see a group of people that were willing to do good by this. Nobody was harmed. The kids were so happy that they had these people reading to them. They could care less if these people were trans, gay, straight, black, white. It didn't matter. The message was the same. It's okay to be a little different, right? It's okay to be included, even though you feel like you're an outcast or whatever. There was no bad message. I don't understand. Like, the messaging isn't bad. Like, they're not grooming little kids to become their lovers when they're older or anything like that. It was a group of people that put an event together, just like if I were to put an event together to teach people about their rights in the city. What is the difference? It's just nobody's harming anybody, Freak Pie says, I don't even know what happened to all my Star Wars toys. In first grade, my mom kidnapped me and my sister, took us to Texas from Iowa from November till the following March or April. And in that time, my dad moved to Illinois for a new job. So when he got us back, none of our toys were there. Scudma says, I had a friend who had every single He-Man action figure as well as the players and vehicles. I wished I had all those, man. Those were badass. I used to.
Me and my brother, we had 3 of the Voltron lions.
Oh my God, yeah, the Voltrons were cool.
Warm fucking Voltron.
I know. I was always envious of those people that had everything. Every once in a while, I'd get a He-Man figure in those packages I talked
Did you
about.
even combine the ones he had?
Yeah. I got at the time I hadn't even thought about it. I got into He-Man by then. All kids did, man. That He-Man was huge. That's what the cartoon was. It was just all about the merchandise, This is after Return of the Jedi, so as a kid, there wasn't new Star Wars to remind me. Stinko, DoorDash driver, was shot and killed in Ohio. Another was kidnapped and raped in Florida. Yeah, that's terrible, man. I'm wondering why that old man pled not guilty, Scotoma said. I don't know what you're referring to, Scotoma. But yeah, continue on, Break.
What was I saying about the
Florida.
Yeah,
You were up
this
to
is-
Florida.
Yeah, it was and always was. It like we said, it was an attack on LGBT. We knew it then, and it's just how do they defend this now? Because there are going to be gay kids in school, you know. Like this is just pretend like those kids aren't there and let them suffer because they're different. As you just
Oh,
said.
the old man that shot a black kid through his door. I know which one you're talking about, Scotoma. I'm wondering why he pled not guilty either. I mean, that's pretty open and shut, right? I mean, ugh. I mean,
He
I
doesn't want to
Stands
accept
ground
any.
law.
He's that demented that he doesn't want to accept responsibility for his actions.
probably. Anything else, Break?
I am into chat finally. I think. Yes. Am I here?
Let's see. Enabled 1 month followers only. What? Why did you enable 1 month followers only for the chat room, Break?
I did.
Does
I
this
did.
computer break again?
What happened? One shield mode is
Hold
off.
on. Let's turn that
Okay.
off. Yeah,
I don't know why it turned that on when I was just trying to log into this.
that was
Jesus.
really weird.
Well, sometimes my mouse acts up and makes me double click things too. So
Yeah, it's no big deal. I was like, wow, that's kind of weird. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm probably just not used to the speed. Okay. Anyway, so go on. That was my Stinkos.
Break is breaking chat. Okay. Eric, you have a very interesting one.
I got two actually.
Okay.
The one I showed you on the phone, plus the Dalai Lama being a pedo creep.
Yeah, that's the
You
one
know-
I want to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about him before and how creepy he was then about whether or not, like, if he'd be reincarnated. He apparently wanted to be reincarnated as a hot girl because I don't know.
Why didn't you just say I want to be reincarnated as a pair of panties?
Yeah, I know. He's a
But
creep.
anyways, the whole fur was about how he had a speech in the like some Tibetan conference, and how some child came up and wanted to meet them, and he let it happen, and then he kissed the child on the lips, which apparently is a greeting.
I have
but-
no problem with
But
that.
then he apparently said, "Suck my tongue," and then
Yes.
he giggled as playing it off a joke or something. Like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I wasn't really going to make you do that."
Was no joke.
That's
And people were
Gross.
defending the shit out of him because they're so brainwashed by religious figures.
Isn't it weird? Like all these big religious figures, whether they're a lot of pastors or preachers in the United States, or priests, or like the Dalai Lama, or any number of, like, even Mother Teresa was a big piece of shit, man. I'm sorry if there's any Mother Teresa fans out there, but holy fuck, these people are insane. I wouldn't doubt that Epstein's black book, the one that Ghislaine Maxwell is sitting on right now, I wouldn't doubt that a lot of fucking religious figures are in that fucking book. Yeah, Scotoma says, suck my tongue, lol. Yeah, he did. That's exactly what he said.
yeah,
Ugh,
nasty.
pig.
That's all. Yeah.
It's a pig.
I wanted to erase that from my memory, so
I know.
yeah.
And the video's out there.
Yeah, and there is video of it. So it did happen, and it was translated very perfectly. Oh, look at who's in chat. Wyland, what's up? Lick my plate.
Alive! Yes.
I think I badgered him to come in here today.
I know. I don't think Dungeon comes in because of the political stuff.
No, or he's just as busy.
Yeah, he could be busy too. I know
I
Wyland's
think
been busy.
Slugger doesn't come in here because of the political
I
stuff.
know, man. He hates it when we talk about minimum wage, man. He's like, well, I made $16 an hour, and I put my kids through college, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, dude, but how much better would your life have been if you had, like, $3 or $4 extra
Also,
dollars?
good for you. A lot of other people didn't have that luxury.
I know, man, especially now, man. Like, let's get with the times.
I couldn't do what he wanted to do 30 years ago because, one, I was too young to even work back then. Two, like, I just don't get paid enough because of the rising costs.
Well, that's the thing. Like, the minimum wage has not kept up with inflation. If it kept up with inflation, it would be $22 an hour right now, minimum. So,
Anyways, so that was my first Stinko. The second Stinko is finding out that BetterHelp.org has been selling users' data, but also specifically, they did seemingly even more of an effort to sell the user's data for people who are a part of the LGBTQ.
It's so weird, man, how people just don't like the LGBT community. There's, we talk about minorities.
Here's a
but...
thread where it was an FTC investigation on them. So it says, according to the FTC, BetterHelp 1 sold data to all LGBTQ users who looked into pride counseling teens who visited teen counseling, Christians who visited faithful counseling, and Spanish-speaking folks who visited terapeutia. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but 2 out of 6. Okay, so 2 is uploaded the email address of all current and former users to Facebook to target them and their friends with BetterHelp ads. 3, falsely used the HIPAA logo to deceive patients, and they met HIPAA requirements for privacy and confidentiality. And here's number 4, sold to Snapchat the IP and email addresses of approximately 5.6 million former visitors of their site, so Snapchat could show them more ads for BetterHelp. And 5, sold users' email addresses to Pinterest. And number 6 is sold Facebook users' answer to the question, have you been in counseling or been therapy before? Which is something that, you're not supposed to disclose.
Yeah, that's a breach of confidentiality for sure.
Anyways, 7 lied about the promise that private info would be kept strictly private and never shared, sold, or disclosed to anyone. And number 8, used this health information for advertising. BetterHelp has brought in hundreds of thousands of new users, resulting in millions of dollars of additional revenue. So they did it to enrich themselves.
Yeah, of course. That's going to be a huge lawsuit.
And 6 of 6 of the thread is leaving our most private and intimate personal details up to venture capital-led groups that privilege convenience over quality. Even the most basic prerequisite of therapy equals privacy. It's bad for everyone.
Yeah, I know. It just, I know what you're saying, Break, but it's still.
It was a joke when I said shrug.
I know.
I wasn't disagreeing.
I know.
I don't know what this company is he's talking about.
Anyways, so I first heard about this when I was listening to SGU and say how they dropped them as a sponsor. Well, this wasn't the reason they gave, because I think at large they sold a bunch of other people's data, but maybe they couldn't say it on the air about specifically the biggest reason why they probably dropped them as a sponsor. And because they probably don't want to lose their viewership by saying the LGBT, and they're probably protecting them that way, because then they'd be attacked by certain people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's and then I hear about this on Twitter, so it's oh, so that's why.
Yeah.
So yeah, BetterHelp is not a BetterHelp at all.
It's really sad. I really wish it wasn't that way. I mean, our data's supposed to be protected by a lot of these people.
And it's just a letdown, too, because that was an app that was supposed to help you get, a therapist, and so you didn't actually have to visit a person in person.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of like teletalk, but for psychiatry and therapy.
Yeah. Yep, I know.
Life Stance, I think, is the company I go through.
Yeah, there are probably others out there, but that was that had such a big advertising campaign that was the only one I ever heard of.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
Pretty sure it's Life Stance.
Let's see, where is it? I'm trying to find. I want to show you guys.
Life Stance Health, Southern Ohio and Kentucky.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Let's just continue.
I'm just saying
on.
that's mine. There are a lot of them, I imagine.
Let's do. Let's go on to. Is there anything else, Eric, that you had?
No, those are the only two. Really.
Mine is just. We've had some weird ass weather here in Colorado. I mean, we always do, but like one day it was snowing, next day it's 70, next day it's 50 degrees. No wonder people have allergy problems here, or get sick easily.
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster here too.
Yeah. It's just fucking crazy. I mean, global warming, All right, let's...
I actually took Wednesday off because I was feeling a little off.
Yeah.
My muscles ached all over and my throat was full of junk.
Oh, God. Wyland's talking about sounding with crayons.
It wasn't as bad as it was in certain days, but I just didn't feel I should be working.
How dare you, Wyland? He's talking about sounding with crayons.
Don't say it. Oh, don't say it. Oh,
Jesus.
oh.
Well, I have to. I have to give the people what they want, man. They talk in chat. I have to say. Don't blame me. I didn't.
Sounding, they need help.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, let's move on to happier thoughts, guys.
Sweet of the week.
Speaking of tattoos, Bernie got a new tattoo this week. I'm gonna go first, gentlemen. It's pretty awesome. I'm trying to show you guys. I have the photo up here, but let me see if I can. It's not that. It's not that. Where the hell is it? I'm looking for my. Let's see. Is this it? No.
You dropped the Sweetos.
No, I didn't drop the Sweetos. Hold on.
This is the Sweeto.
This is the Sweetos. I'm like, it's my Sweeto.
I meant you dropped it.
I didn't.
As if it were a physical thing.
Well, it is. It's a Sweeto, but hold on. Let's see if I can. Come on. I'll go on to Breakman while I look for this this particular Sweeto. Go ahead, Breakman. Your Sweeto of the week.
Oh, my Sweeto. It's not much. Just a little something for me. I got my bonus from work, which is enough to pay for the vet bills and stuff like that, and it was enough to buy me an Xbox Series X. Which is,
Yes.
so I finally joined this generation of gaming.
Yes. Yay. Right on, dude. Well, congratulations, my man. That's awesome.
And I went to Micro Center to get some RAM for this computer and do some upgrades to it and stuff like that. Bought those. Worked on this computer. Only find out that either I got a lemon or Microsoft or HP Slim skimped out on a lot of these models because there was a slot where you're supposed to have a memory card extension. I watched videos of the exact same model and checked printouts and stuff, and it's supposed to be in there. Where the extra memory slot is just 2 holes in my board. My computer.
Boy.
Could you drill it out and put a new one in?
Well, yeah. The only thing I could do was to take out the 4 and put in an 8. Well, I didn't know the way it was set up. It couldn't take an 8. It only took a 4. 2 4s is the way you could upgrade it. I got so frustrated with that. I just bought a new computer instead.
Wait a minute.
All the problems today have been Skype related, and not this computer. Everything's been great on this computer.
Oh, so it's still, you got a new computer, but you're still having Skype issues.
Yeah.
That means the Skype just hates you.
Yeah, well, Skype, first when you tried to call, it called my phone. So I logged off on my phone, and I'm like, okay, call me again.
Well, if you got Windows 11, I mean, you can't really update Skype. Skype will update whatever Windows does.
This is Windows 11. It's fancy. It's still the same thing to me. Just it was harder to find some things. It took me a while to find where the access was. That's what I was doing. Was trying to find. It wouldn't let me download the fucking Firefox app or Chrome app. So I had to find another way, and I finally found what I could do. But then, at the meantime, it was updating Edge, and once it was done updating, I could get in the chat. So.
Well,
I mean, there you go, dude.
So all the work I did was for nothing, apparently.
First of all, why are you using Edge? You just use Chrome or use even Opera.
This is what it comes with.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can get Opera through another browser though.
I was trying to figure out how to download apps on here, and the problem is it's restricted, and it took me forever to figure out how to get it to be unrestricted. And now that I got unrestricted. So
wait a minute, you have a new computer, Breakman?
It's a Dell computer, yes.
All right.
It's a lower end one because I don't really need anything fancy. But it's got 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Oh, you need more RAM for sure.
No, I don't.
I mean, yeah, 16 was good 10 years ago, but you probably need 32 at this point.
Yeah. But still,
I've been running everything just fine.
Well,
I don't play games on this. I don't. Why you guys? I don't understand. Why are you guys unhappy?
I'm not unhappy. I'm happy for you, dude.
Well, I get 16 and it's not good enough for you guys?
Oh,
No, it's not good enough for Frank, but like if you
It's good
if you want
enough.
to play
On
games,
it, dude, don't point the blame at
no, I'm
Frank.
just saying if you want.
I know, you
play
son of a
games, but
bitch.
You just told us you aren't, so that's fine.
Yeah. No, that's good, man. I think that's okay. I hope you guys can see this. But here's my sweeto. Look at that's Bernie's newest tattoo. Can you
Looks
guys?
good.
Yeah, it's not. It
Take
does.
him here.
Does
Yeah,
it?
you.
Can you guys see it in chat? Let me know if you guys can see
I
that.
can
in chat.
So,
Look at her tattoo.
Did you tell me you had a
you need to flash me. I might need to.
I like that.
With
I mean,
HP, you
like-
typically need their proprietary parts. Wyland says. So I'm trying to get to break drawing on the walls with this crayon
666
holder.
is the mark of the beast. It's actually 616. That's the mark of the beast.
No, I saw the movie. with
The
Arnold
Omen?
It's common
Schwarzenegger.
misconception.
It's 1999 is the mark of the beast. It was upside down.
Yeah.
Sweeto Freak 5 says, I took my daughter to a Smash Room on Sunday. It was fun. Freak says, Frank is a size queen. I don't know what that means. Mark of the Beast.
You know what
says.
that means, liar.
How dare you, break
I
man?
must have missed it because
He's used to. How dare you, Wyland? Look, Wyland's in rare form. He says he's used to things being the size of the pyramids. How dare you? It's supposed to be a vampire bite. Freak 5 says, yes, it is. It looks.
I didn't get to see it because it didn't load for me for whatever reason.
I'll send it to you later.
Oh, then
Eric.
now I can see it.
Oh, did you see it? Okay.
tell them you
Well, there you go. You saw it. What?
Oh yeah.
What?
How did
Oh, you
Bernie
don't like
react to the news I gave you the other day about Twilight series?
Can we just move on, Eric? I mean, really, you have to ruin my day even worse.
That's
Come on,
good
man.
artwork though, because like the two drips of blood at
Yeah.
the bottom.
It's
look
great.
like
Looks
they're
really
sticking
good.
out.
It looks
Tell
really
them
good.
who the vampire is.
Oh yeah, I had to actually bite her to like get like, like where the teeth would land. So it was really weird. How dare you, Breakman? You and Wyland are both exiled, you son of bitches. Wyland's in rare form again. Jesus, you haven't missed a beat, have you, Wyland? Son of a bitch. Okay, Breakman, you're sweeto.
So yeah, I got my bonus. And
Oh, yeah.
a new laptop, and I got a new Xbox. I am part of the current generation of people again.
I wish you would have got a PS5, you son of a bitch. But whatever. Whatever.
I could have, but the Xbox was cheaper.
Yeah. And
So,
Wyland says he
You
saw
were
you.
able to find it in the store. So like, what store did you get it from?
Target.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Well, I went there early in the day, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh shit, should I
They
get
have
that?"
PS5
They have
set
it.
too.
I'm like, okay, I don't know. I need to go to Micro Center and go get the RAM and do the upgrades, and I don't want to spend any money yet. So I went to Micro Center and did that, and Micro Center sells the systems too. A lot of people don't know that, so they usually have them in stock. So
I don't see any Micro Centers around here, so.
So I went there and I got the computer stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I've got enough money to go back and get that Xbox. So I drive back to Target, and in the spot where the Xbox was, it's empty.
Oh.
And I'm like, no. So I asked the guy, and he's like, we have one of these left that was part of the promotion of their monthly payment promotion or something like that. It's the same thing with the different sticker on the box. We just had it back in holding, and it's yours now.
So you
That's
look
fucking
out.
awesome, man. I'm really happy for you.
I think it's much easier to get a PS5 now, but the Xboxes are still hard to find.
Yeah, but for me in this area, if you have a Micro Center, like the places that are rare, that normally don't carry video games and sometimes do, you should check those places out first if you're looking for a hard to find system, because people overlook them.
Yeah. Well, I'm really happy for you, Breakman. I'm glad you got it.
So that's what I
welcome.
said. But I've been trying different games just to see like how they load and stuff like that.
It's
Like
a
Civilization used to take about a minute or two to load.
yeah.
Now it does it in like 20 seconds. And it's like,
Hold on a second here. Freak 5, you're exiled, you son of a bitch. I'm going to give you 3 exiles for that one. He said the Smash Room had different things for us to break. A car windshield, a printer, some keyboards, a bunch of beer bottles, and hundreds of DQ8 discs. How dare you? How
Smash
dare you?
Room?
What's
Son
the
of a
Smash Room?
bitch.
I mean, what? What is this thing?
How dare you?
What?
Yeah.
I need more details.
No, you don't. How
Yes, I
dare you.
do. My name is
this
Breakman.
is this the breakup like instead of like beating somebody else up to a pulp, you just break something?
Yeah, you just break stuff. You know, they're a little bit behind Limp Bizkit, because Limp Bizkit was breaking things back in 2000, you know, but. Wyland says he sees PS5s everywhere now.
I need to go to like Walmart tomorrow or something to like see if they have any in the wild.
Hey, Break, it's a big time difference, isn't it? A night and day almost, loading your games on the next gen.
It upscaled some of the graphics on some of them too. Like I played Halo 5, or not Halo 5, Halo Infinite just to see what it looked like, and I was having like issues with textures and stuff like that before. Now it looks upscaled, like it looks amazing. It's like, holy shit, it's just a huge difference. It's more detailed, and
I like the fact that
it's just like, wow.
So a lot of the games have like you can set it. I think some of them have even 120.
I think the Ori
hertz.
games have 120 hertz mode.
Yeah, which I wouldn't do that. I mean, 60 is fine. I mean, 60 plays like a dream to me. Like that's, I mean, how many years have we been talking about that, man? I mean, it's just fucking smooth. 60 frames, and without like, like pacing issues. It's just really nice, man. It's nice to have really good equipment. The PS5 is that way too, Break, man. I hope one day you get a PS5, bro, because I mean, there's so many games that you could be playing that are exclusive there, and I know we talk about exclusively, exclusives on different systems and how it sucks and stuff, but there's enough on the PS5.
Part of me wonders if Square's like just given up on the Xbox as a platform.
I don't know.
It's like Octopath Traveler 2, not on the Xbox.
Yeah, I know.
Then again,
but I really here's another.
PS4 never got the first Octopath, so maybe it evens out.
Here's another reason that I think, Break, in the future you should get a PS5 too. The controller is just that damn good, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the controller is just really, really excellent. I love their new controller.
Well, depending on who you ask, it's either good or it's crap.
I think it's excellent. I think it's one of the best controllers. I wished it was a bit smaller, but that's just because
it's the right size for my hands. So
yeah, it's I don't know. I wish they had a smaller version.
I'd want to try it in stores, but I hate touching those things, knowing everybody's touched them and shit. Like
I know, man. Like, take some hand sanitizer with you, dude, and then you'll be all right.
I kind of don't like the bezel on the Xbox Series controllers though, because like it's kind of rough on the backside.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I like that controller too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I really do like my Series X. Did you get an S or an X, Break?
X.
X. Okay, good. Next week, Sweeto for Break, you'll probably find a Smash room near him. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Yeah. That sounds like so much fun.
I wonder
need one in my basement.
Yeah.
I wonder what it would pay for someone to clean up after somebody makes a mess in the Smash room.
I don't know. All right, and I didn't see a Sweeto for Eric. Do you have the link, Break, for the tourney?
I have a lulz.
Oh, go ahead. Can you put in the link for me?
So last week, I think probably after the show, I had to do some ordering online. I was shopping and stuff like that, and or maybe it was even before that. But anyway, I was buying stuff online, and I kind of forgot that I had bought stuff for Mrs. Breakman's mom, and so her address was still in my inbox.
Oh.
When I shipped her a box of 100 condoms because they were on sale.
Oh my god, man, that's awesome.
Yeah. What did your mom say?
To your mom, you could have been like, "Look, I mean, just looking out for you, Break. That's fucking awesome, Break.
Yeah.
What, Mom? You mean you aren't sexually active anymore?
I mean, I bought them for you. I thought you were sexually active. Like,
I mean, I wonder what she thinks of me because it's a box of 100 condoms. Like, it's
Yeah, will you really go through that many that much?
Of course,
Is
man.
this
They're
before the
don't
expiration date?
expire, well, these don't expire until like 2028 and stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
all-
yeah.
okay.
They have long expiration dates, man.
I thought condoms had much shorter.
No. They have like 3-4 years, man. Like I mean, depending on which ones you get, man. But that's funny as fuck, man. How did you explain that to your mother-in-law, man?
Oh, I didn't. Mrs. Brickman had to. I wasn't there.
Oh my god, that's funny as fuck,
You
dude.
could have just said, "I was supposed. Why did I buy these? Just because I'm making a film and it requires a gag and that requires the condoms."
Mrs. Brickman's glad her misery makes us all happy.
That's funny as fuck, man. That's really. I wonder what she said to her though. You said what kind of condoms? Magnum flavored, ribbed.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
Those the glow in the dark
So
ones, aren't they? Aren't they, Breakman? Admit it, they're the glow in the dark.
Cherry flavored.
Glow in the dark cherry flavored.
Also, they're edible, so you don't
Cherry
have to.
flavored edible.
Also edible. Oh my god, that's funny as fuck. What if it was a variety pack and it had like all kinds of weird shit,
Shaped like crayons.
like
God damn it.
shaped like an elephant's trunk or shit like that.
The dragon shape.
Dragon.
Can I get a thimble shaped one? It's for a friend, not for me.
Wyland says shaped like crayons. Oh man! All right, give me the link break to the attorney so that way I can pull that up on the screen.
All right, let's see here. I was trying to give it to you earlier and I accidentally put us into a conversation or something like that.
I know. Skype is weird like that, man. It's not really easy to
And see,
navigate.
it's running so fast for me now too that I'm usually waiting. So now I'm clicking the buttons. Kind of
You were
fast,
so,
like,
dude. Here's a question: what did you do with your other? Frank also wants a link to the condoms you bought. How dare you, Freak Five? How dare you? What did you do with the other computer? The other piece of shit computer, Break?
I'm just gonna keep it as a backup because it still works.
Oh,
It's
I
just
got you.
Slow. I should say it still works sometimes.
I got you. All right, hold on. Let me put this on here. There we go. And let's transition over. Okay, what do we got on our tourney? Let's get to it here, Breakman.
Okay, let's start the second round. Or
Hold
third
on.
round, actually.
Hold on. I got to do the music first because if I don't, Skodom will have a freak out, man. We got to do this. Suck it. Okay. Well, this is round. Are we finishing the tourney today, Break, or what are we doing?
Yeah. We're already in the third round, so we might as well finish.
All right, let's finish this sucker.
Okay, starting out, we've got Darkstalkers, the franchise, which is, all the Darkstalkers games versus all the King of the Fighters games. And Wyland should have been here for the first round tournament.
I know.
Maybe he'll be here for next month, though, when we do the fighting game.
Yeah.
So, Frank, you can start this one out. King of the Fighters versus the Darkstalkers.
King of Fighters versus Darkstalkers. I've always had I like Darkstalkers because the characters are way more interesting, but King of the Fighters is pretty good too, but I'm going with Darkstalkers for sure.
I am going to go next, and I am going to go with the King of the Fighters. I like the way they set up their tag battles and just the variety of characters. Like you got Terry Bogard and Art of Fighting characters, and I don't know. It's just it's a solid franchise to me. King of the Fighters. Eric, you're a tiebreaker.
I have to say the same.
Ah, you son of a bitch!
Nice.
Wrong.
Goodbye, Darkstalkers.
God damn it!
Now
Wyland
we're
is
gonna make Wayland go away forever now.
no. Wyland is right, man. Darkstalkers is better. I need more Darkstalkers.
Oh, yeah, I wish he was here last week when he could have You know what they chose Darkstalkers over, Wyland? They chose Darkstalkers over Street Fighter.
Yeah, we did.
So, I
We
was on
did.
a mission to get rid of Darkstalkers after that.
How dare you? How dare you?
It was ridiculous.
Biased. Guys are biased.
Next round, we have next fight. We have the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi series versus the Mortal Kombat franchise. I think this is a really fucking easy one for me. Mortal Kombat.
I told you I only voted for it so I could get rid of it later.
How dare you, Eric? You're biased too, you son of bitches. Anyways.
Frank, you're next.
Okay, this is easy for me. I like the Budokai games, okay, but Mortal Kombat, it's not even close.
Eric.
Mortal Kombat Budokai series is boo.
Yeah,
you did say you wanted to get. You did say you voted for him so you could vote him out.
I want to get rid of Eric's next choice. Give Eric the choice next, so that way I can get rid of it next round.
Coming up, the next we got 2 more fights before we move to the next round. We have the Super Smash Brothers series, which even the creators say is not a fighting game, but obviously it is, versus the 3D swords and I guess that kind of ancient times, pirates and shit. Soul Calibur fighting game with the ring outs and Soul Blade and characters like Nightmare. I mean, it's pretty obvious for me. I'm going to say Soul Calibur. The way I'm just going on, I like Smash Bros. Too. Like I have a main character, and just Soul Calibur's always since Soul Edge has been like I don't know, something about this.
Scotoma says, "Remember when the Dems went nuts over the violence in the first Mortal Kombat game?" I think all politicians went nuts, Scotoma, on that. All right, who's first?
Frank, I'm going Soul Calibur. Frank, Super Smash Bros. Versus Soul Calibur.
Go to Eric. I just want to do the opposite.
Okay,
of Eric.
Smash Brothers versus the Calibur. I have far more fonder memories of the Smash Brothers series, and there are certain things that the Soul Calibur games, like they've been too inconsistent for me to vote for them over Smash Brothers. So I'm voting for Smash Brothers.
I'm going with Soul Calibur. That makes my choice really easy. Got you back, you son of a bitch. Also, Ivy.
This tournament is broken down in the fight.
I know, right? Like we're fighting. I like that though. But now we're all even, right? There's no vendettas any going any further.
I don't think so. But we'll probably get some coming right there. The last match of this round is the Marvel vs. Capcom franchise versus Virtua Fighter. And Eric, you can start this one out.
Marvel vs. Capcom or the Marvel vs. series in general, right?
Yeah, so it's Marvel vs. Capcom.
I'm throwing X-Men in that one.
Fighter.
I'm voting. I'm gonna vote for the second choice.
Virtua Fighter.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go next. Despite the Infinite being subpar, MVC has been a solid franchise. I got to go with Marvel vs. Capcom, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Street Fighter, all those great games, even though the last one was... Frank, your tiebreaker.
Ooh, this is a tough one for me. This is not as easy as it seems. And I know Wyland says Marvel, but I'm leaning Virtua Fighter, and I'll tell you why. To me, Virtua Fighter was one of the...
Yeah, but you have to rely on mods, and the game can't stand alone on its own.
For me, Virtua Fighter was one of the first, real true, technical fighting games. And it got better and better as it went on. I learned a lot from Virtua Fighter.
Almost limits your platform to PC.
Shit, I don't know. This is really tough because I do like the Marvel vs. Capcom, but to me, it's too much like Street Fighter. I don't know. I'm gonna go with
It's the over-top version of Street Fighter. Mostly.
Yeah. I really like Virtua Fighter. You know why? I'll tell you why. I like the fact that it was the first game to really go into counters and really make that the biggest kind of feature of things. Like you could counter and you could do your attack and they could counter your counter and stuff like that. I think it's really tough, but I think I'm going Virtua. I mean, we have to have some upsets in this thing. So.
Yep, back to Vendetta mode for me. Next round, moving on, we have the King of the Fighters versus Mortal Kombat. It's not even a competition for me. I love the Mortal Kombat series. And I think the way they do storytelling now should be
I never actually cast my vote, I think.
You didn't?
No.
You said Virtua Fighter.
Yeah, you said Virtua Fighter. I was the tiebreaker.
Yeah, you were first. Actually, I was first, and then you said What were the two? I'll take the second one.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
right,
said
I did.
Virtua
That's
Fighter.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
tired.
It's okay.
All right.
King of Fighters versus Mortal Kombat. I'll start out. Mortal Kombat, like I said, big fan. Frank, you go next.
I should spite you, Breakman, just to go against your wishes in the hope
You
that.
already did. You just did in the last.
Okay, well, look, I'm gonna make up for it here. I think this is an easy one for me. King of the Fighters is good, no doubt.
Yeah.
But Mortal Kombat, and besides, Darkstalker should have beat King of Fighters, so I have a vendetta against it.
Yeah, I don't actually smoke weed. I'm absolutely wrecked. That's all.
You should get some gummies, Eric. That'd help you.
But the thing is, as much as I like the NVC games, they're definitely more style over substance, in my opinion.
I'm
and
going.
If I wanted a flashy fighter, that's what we have Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue for.
I'm going Mortal Kombat on this one. King of Fighters. So Eric, you're the. I mean, is it unanimous?
It's going to be Mortal Kombat either way. But what do you want, Eric?
Mortal Kombat versus what again?
King of Fighters. King of the Fighters.
I don't really like the Mortal Kombat series that much. Sorry, Wayland. Sorry for not having taste, but I'm voting for King of Fighters again.
Okay, well, Mortal Kombat moves on.
Mortal Kombat moves on. Next, we have Soul Calibur versus Virtua Fighter. So two of the old school 3D fighting games.
Yeah.
Wow. I think Eric should start this one.
All right, Eric.
What was the choice again?
Soul Calibur versus Virtua Fighter.
Sorry, my mind just wanders.
Somebody let Eric know when we start the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm voting for Soul Calibur.
Oh.
Frank?
Guys, I know I'm gonna leave it up to Breakman. I know what he's gonna pick, but
if there's any other choice, I'd vote for someone else. But
really, you would vote for the only game that you wouldn't vote? How dare you, Eric? You son of a bitch! I'm going Virtua Fighter just to be defiant because I already know what Breakman's gonna pick.
You already know I'm gonna say Soul Calibur.
You son of a
Because
bitch!
I've never been a big fan of the Virtua Fighter, and I am a big fan of Soul Calibur.
I do like Soul Calibur a lot, though. So this final matchup is actually really interesting.
Yeah, and is it still on Game Pass? Because I need to download it. If it is.
I never knew it was on Game Pass.
It was at one point.
Which one?
Oh, I was playing another one of the games I played was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, okay.
That was actually pretty fun.
The All-Star Battle, you mean?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I forget which character I was using. Zeppelin. He he runs away. He prances away, and it just some of the other characters are just there's goofy animations and stuff.
I kind of wish Capcom hadn't delisted their JoJo game.
Mm-hmm.
I would have bought that.
This one's over the top, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure obviously is over the top. So
Freak 5 sent me a picture. How many milligrams is that, Freak? Holy shit. These look amazing, man. Looks like 800 milligrams of THC and CBD apple rings. That's tasty. I'd probably 40 milligrams I'm good. I could probably do up to 100, but 40 milligrams I'm.
Wait, what are apple rings?
They're like gelatinous rings, like the peach rings. Have you ever had peach rings, Eric?
I think I've seen those. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like that, except green apple, and green apple's my favorite flavor.
I like green apple. I like Granny Smith apples the most.
How do you? I do too. I do too, Eric. 800 milligrams. Damn, you must have a medical card. 40 milligrams per ring. God damn, this is awesome. You need to send me some, Freak. Put some in regular rings and send me some. Damn, that's really cool.
I probably won't ever smoke weed, but I'll just get myself some of those gummies.
Yeah, get some gummies, but don't just start small, Eric. Don't do anything more than 10 milligrams before you 20 rings in the pack. Jesus, man, send me some of those, Freak, man. I can't.
I need to apply for a medical marijuana card. I guess.
You do, man. Holy shit.
Not that I really have any back pain issues, but after work, maybe I could use it to calm my nerves or something.
Well, I mean, yeah,
you,
dude.
You have to have some sort of chronic pain issue to get it.
All you got to do is say I got back pain. You'll get a medical license, man. It's not hard.
You usually
we're gonna need like doctor proof and stuff.
You do? You need
It's
doctor
not-
proof?
Yeah, Frank, I got my medical license.
I did too, man. I used to have my medical
But
license.
you're in Colorado. It's different rules.
No, well, maybe. Yeah, I don't need a card at the
maybe
place I
maybe
go.
in 10 years I can actually do that because then I'll probably start.
Hey, Freak Five, how much
You
did
have to try? Maybe whatever you have is enough. But like I
Freak.
said, you have to have like a chronic problem.
Freak? How much did you pay for that bag, dude? Because I would be interested in maybe purchasing a bag myself. I don't know.
Maybe
all right.
do they make CBD gummies? Maybe
Yes, they do. Those. I mean, you obviously want some with THC. $29, dude. Really? I want to send Freak Five $29 like immediately.
Okay.
I need that bag of fucking goodness.
Can I have some?
Yes, of course you.
I don't
You
think
can
they
have like
Apple written CBDs.
you can have like 1/5 of one or something.
Maybe Eric should start with a 5th.
Well, no, he just needs to get like the 10 milligram gummies and start with one. You know, because you nobody knows their tolerance. If you can take one, Eric, and you're okay with that, then you go up from there. But
But
like,
you don't want to scare him, so have him take like a half at least.
no, look, not everybody has a 1 milligram tolerance like you, Bernie. She has like literally 1 milligram is good enough for Bernie. Like
so
literally.
she like looks at marijuana and she gets
Pretty
high.
much. I mean, dude, check this out. We make fun, but Bernie can actually get super high off of secondhand smoke. She's the first person I've ever seen that can get really high off of secondhand smoke. She could be in the car with me, and she's high after like I smoke a few puffs. But it's really weird. I wish I had that tolerance, but I don't. I have a really high tolerance. All right, let's finish up this tournament, Breakman. What do we got?
Final round: Mortal Kombat versus Soul Calibur. Eric, you can start this one out.
Mortal Kombat versus Soul Calibur.
Yes,
Yep.
this is the final.
Those are the two survivors.
I'm gonna vote for Mortal Kombat, even though I don't like the series. If it was like any other choice, I probably would have like voted for Soul Calibur over whatever it got paired up against. But it was.
Well, I'm disappointed in you, Eric, because I really was hoping that Soul Calibur would win this whole thing, and like, but I already know what. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Breakman will break the mold against the corporate overlords at Acclaim. But I'm going with Soul Calibur. I think Soul Calibur is one of the most underrated fighting series of all time. To be honest with you, like nobody really talks about Soul Calibur when they talk about their favorite fighting games, but this is definitely one
like
of them.
3D fighting games like Virtua Fighter and Tekken usually get mentioned first.
Yep. Tekken always gets mentioned, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, but Soul Calibur's never in that arena. I love the graphical prowess of those games. I love the character designs. I like the ring outs. I mean, I like the feel of it. Like it just feels like a good. Yeah, Warner Brothers Discovery. Yeah, my bad, Wyland. Yeah, but I'm picking Soul Calibur, so that means that
I kind of want the Mortal Kombat series tanks so that WB just sells it off to someone so that they can actually, not be under their yoke.
I know. So that means that Breakman's gonna decide the whole thing. So
here, let me see if this name rings a bell for you, Frank. Kari Hiroki Tagawa.
Yeah, definitely.
So you know who I'm going to pick then.
Yeah, it won't. I wanted to, but I would,
Yes, go ahead, Break.
His story in the last Mortal Kombat game alone makes the game worth everything. Makes it better than.
So I guess I have to wish for WB itself to tank.
Yeah.
It's probably more realistic.
So what are you picking, Break?
I gotta go with Mortal Kombat. It's evolved over the years from something that was just a bloody good time, and it was kind of more advanced than people realized. Even the developers were surprised by some of the things the community did. And then Mortal Kombat 2 obviously was a huge hit, and the third one, I mean, the fourth one was a disaster, and it took them a while to recover. But 10 and 11. And
I don't know. I think 11's garbage simply because of the microtransaction model that they put into it.
I don't think it's garbage, Eric, just because that. I mean, nobody forces you to buy.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, nobody forces you, but they coerce you into doing it anyways because they make the game grindy.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
know.
a good game, if you ask me.
Well, I mean, you're right. I mean, the grindiness aside, I still think it's a great game. I mean,
Unlock fucking fatalities.
I mean, all you had to do was vote for Soul Calibur, you son of a bitch, and you decided not to. Son of a bitch. But Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I could have, but if we're counting overall, then yeah, I'd vote for Mortal Kombat over Soul Calibur.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, Mortal Kombat is according to these cohorts, the greatest fighting series franchise of all time. So
yeah, pay for the unlocker.
Street
That's
Fighter
what they
versus
want you to
Mortal
do.
Kombat fight.
what's that, Break?
I can't believe you robbed us of a Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat fight.
Well, how would that have went? Let's do it here. Actually, you robbed us because they were in the same bracket, Dorcas.
I would have voted for Street Fighter over Mortal Kombat.
I would have too, probably. I probably would have voted Street Fighter over Mortal. Maybe, I don't know. What would you have voted?
I would have
Break?
voted for Guilty Gear over all these games, though.
I would have voted for fucking
But it died,
Darkstalkers.
so this is all my revenge.
I would have
That's why
voted for
against-
Darkstalkers
that's
over
why
everything.
I voted against Darkstalkers and MVC because you voted out Guilty Gear.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You son
If
of
I
a
got to pick
bitch!
the one franchise, I'd probably pick Marvel versus Capcom. That franchise.
So I
Marvel.
ruined Breakman. I ruined Breakman's dreams. Eric ruined my dreams, and Breakman ruined Eric's dreams. So we all got each other. This is great. I mean, we came to a consensus.
Fighter 2, that's what we call this episode.
Stolen Valor Fighter.
As far as Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter, I think because of the way they do storytelling in the new Mortal Kombats, I think I would go Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I mean, Mortal Kombat has a
The fights
lot
are so
going for it.
great. The story is great.
I do like the fatalities a lot.
Yeah,
that's
those are
one
always
thing.
fun, and the story in Street Fighter's stupid a lot of the time.
Yeah, I agree.
Just-
Look, Freak 5, I'm looking for those rings. Can I order them on the? Will they send them to me?
How much are they?
$29, he says, but I'm looking for them, and I don't.
How many do you get in a pack, though?
You get? I mean, it's like a thing of 40 of them. Oh no,
okay, so that's
20.
actually probably worth the price.
They're 20 and they're 40 milligrams. That's a lot of milligrams, Eric. So all you need is like a quarter of one. You know. Jesus Christ. Freak, you just need to give me a package, bro.
Well, if we're including the games made by
Yeah, Injustice was in here.
games made by the, you should probably just include it with Mortal Kombat because it's basically that.
Injustice went up against Killer Instinct and lost.
Oh, here it is. I wonder if I can order it. I'm
But it
gonna.
doesn't matter because we voted against Killer Instinct later.
I know. Oh, they're out of stock. Look at this. Jesus Christ. Oh, they do have soured apple. Let's see. Shipping. Yes. Let's see if you can ship to me. Actually, let me take this off the screen because I don't want you creeping.
Cheat chocolate. Mm.
Yeah, we had Injustice. We had all the, all the main ones. Let's see if I can order. If I can order this, god damn, that would be badass. Continue to payment. Can I pay by Apple Pay? That would be fantastic. I wonder if they ship. Oh, I'm gonna check this out. If they ship this, I'm ordering this. All right, that's about it. Let's do our plugs, guys. Let's get the hell out of here. Breakman, plug away.
You can follow me at RPGrinders. I'm suspended for the moment, but I'll be back. It was only, I don't know why they would suspend me. I just told some guy to stick a barbed wire bat up his ass. I mean, I don't know why that would get you suspended, but
Oh man, why would you get suspended for that, man? That's ridiculous.
Freedom of speech, man. I thought Elon told me I have freedom of speech, but no, man, nah.
You don't have freedom of speech, according to.
I can't talk about shoving back.
So wait, the next tournament. So wait, what's the next tournament again, Break?
The fighting game. So this one we did the franchises. Now we're going to decide which is the best game. So like Mortal Kombat 2, Street Fighter 2, King of Fighters 13, stuff like that right now.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Did I lose you, Break? What else you want to plug? Anything else?
No, I that's it. Just follow me on Twitter. I'm there for the moment. Because I really can't find another place to go or anything. And I don't know. It's kind of fun being an asshole too, and just seeing what I can get away with. I mean, I was actually talking about a violent revolt earlier in the week, and that didn't get me in trouble. And I'm just like, wow. I'm trying to get in trouble and not get in trouble.
Break should join.
Twitter's so broken that the people that lost their blue checks are technically still verified.
Wow.
Break should join Trump's social media platform just to troll Trump. Freak5 says.
I'm thinking about making co-host account and a Mastodon account.
Here,
I already have a Discord.
A couple examples of the next tournament. Fatal Fury 2 versus Street Fighter 3 Third Strike.
Oh, look at that.
Ultra Street Fighter 4 versus Dead or Alive 5.
Ooh, nice.
I like this one. Injustice versus Mortal Kombat 10.
Oh, look at that.
So I can't use the story excuse because they both have amazing story.
Yeah.
Ooh. So that's the next tournament.
All right, Eric, your plugs, please.
You can find my written reviews on bostonbashbrigade.com and my audio reviews on the feed for the podcasts. Got nothing this week because I also have to travel or consume my life, and I never got anything done. So maybe this weekend I'll finally get to playing Raiden 4 Overkill, X Makana Remix. Comic, sorry. And finally get the review for that, along with Melon Journey and Hunt the Night. And that'll definitely happen, because I'll make it happen, because I'm probably going to do it, like, tomorrow. But if you like any of those two other options that I just pointed out, you can go to my Patreon, with the link of which is currently on Twitter, or you can look up Eric Kelly is making reviews or videos on my Patreon, and the link to my Patreon is in my Twitter profile, which is @RPG.
All right. You can follow me on Twitter for the time being, however long I'm there, Frank Branches. You can follow me on any of the systems.
You're not saying anything that'll get you banned.
What's that?
You're not saying anything offensive. Like there's nothing that you've said to get you banned.
Oh, every once in a while. I mean, I'm very rarely on there.
Yeah, sure.
But you know, it just. I mean, I'll get a little feisty with people. To answer Freak5's question, it says it's ordered. Freak5, I just did order, but I'm not 100% sure if they will send them to me. I mean, even though I'm in a legal state, I mean, I don't know if they will actually. If they do, that would be awesome. But I had to pay $8 extra for the shipping, so $37. I think it's worth it for 800 milligrams. So it's 400 THC and 400 CBD is what I'm gathering. So you know, let's see. It says. Freak5 is exiled again, you son of a bitch. She says, I will plug Bernie's OnlyFans. She's using the THC gummy rings to play ring toss on Frank's penis. How dare you? And then, how dare you, Breakman? You're exiled, you son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
This exile.
Fucking exiled, you son of a bitch. And Scotum is exiled too. God damn it, everybody gets a fucking exile today, you fucking bastards. I need to end this show. What the hell is wrong with you guys, man? God damn it.
It's Food Quest time.
It is definitely Food Quest time. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a safe weekend.
Hold on.
What?
I know whatever time it is.
You found it.
All right. Wow. The return of Harmy. Harmy gets me. How dare you guys. And Wyland, you get an exile for laughing, you son of a bitch. 6 exiles.
6 exiles.
Son of a bitch. You get another exile for just saying you got 6 exiles, Freak5. Keeping track. Son of a
We
bitch.
were talking about precipitation trophies, or last participation trophies last week. Maybe Freak 5 should get a trophy for the most exiled.
The most exiled. Yeah.
Like the Razzie Award.
I know, right? All right. Stay safe this weekend. We want
The
to see
most
you.
valuable exile.
Yeah, the most valuable exile. Stay safe this weekend. We want to see you back here next week. Until then, we are out. Later, everybody. Food quest time. How dare you, Freak 5, son of a bitch. I know. Wyland has months worth of exiles to catch up on. Definitely, Wyland. Happy to see you back, dude.
Yeah, you okay? We were kind of worried.
Son of a
Last time you were
bitch.
gone.
I called you a son of a bitch. Is that a good welcome back, Wyland?
Now we just gotta pull dungeon.
Son of a bitches. I need to watch the new Beavis and Butthead, man. I gotta do that. Shrimp job with rings. How dare you, Scotoma? Goddamn sons of bitches. You guys go eat something. Maybe you'll eat a Snickers. You might feel better, you sons of bitches.
They're all horny.
They're all horn dogs. I know, Bernie.
Yeah.
I know. Other than Freak 5, well,
Horny freaks. They're really freaking.
All right, everybody in chat. Let me see who else was in chat here. I know we got a long list of people. Wyland made his return. Of course, Freak 5 was in there. Thank you so much. Scotoma was in there. Thank you. 01 Ella, Alicidra, D-Lot, Dropsnat, Lizby, Kata, Mark BL, and Tensu. Thank you. 8BL82W, Mark.
Frank is so old he invented Snickers.
How dare you, son of a bitch, Eric? You're the only one I didn't give an exile. Guess what? You got one too, you son of a bitch.
I didn't want to be left out. So I had to
Jesus Christ, you guys.